Hey y'all, it's August the 12th, 2015. Let me talk to y'all real quick. Alright, it's a tribulation going on right now. Alright, uh, it's going to begin with the destruction of the United States of America. It's going to continue on to the basic outlawing of anything Christian because of hate regulations. And it's going to continue and continue into like race wars and other type deals until the world cannot take it anymore. It'll be overwhelmed with such evil and travesties that the pendulum will have to swing the other way or just swing and fall all the way off. I'm thinking it's going to swing and fall all the way off. But anyways, during this time, you know, people might get the tendency to look around, see these devastating things happening and stuff, and still think to themselves, well, all this bad stuff's happening, but I might be lucky enough to get out of it. Somehow, people have done it all throughout history. I might be able to weasel my way out. Joe Paterno style, without having to face this tribulation. And the thing is, no, it's not going to happen. You're going to have to face this tribulation in one way or another, be it in the afterlife or here on earth. And I believe we'll find out that the tribulation, for most people, will indeed start on earth. Christians, for Christians, that actually is a definite. Those who follow the agenda of Christ will absolutely experience tribulation in one way or another. And we're all going to be different because we're all different parts in the body of Christ. Right? So I thought I would kind of let y'all in on my personal tribulation, just so you kind of get a feel of what tribulation feels like. You probably be going through your own tribulation. Feel free to tell me about them. All right, but here's mine. And I wanted to make this video today because today is actually a pretty important day. Here's my basic tribulation. I am aware of the tribulation going on around the earth. Alright? And at the same time, I have not seen my daughter for going on a year now. Not by choice. I would very much like to see my daughter. Right? It's very tribulating to have happen to you. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not trying to call anybody names. I'm just saying I would like to see her. Recently, I've been hit with a child support summons or whatever. I had to see a judge tomorrow. Alright, so pretty much tomorrow might be the official day. I mean, if you're going to get real official with it, I mean, I've already been in my personal tribulation, but that'll be just making it legally official at this point. Because I'm in the system, and everybody understands the gravity, the graveness of being in the system. All right, the police officer who served me for the summons, he also was rather apologetic for having to put me into the system. But that is what it is. And the thing is, a lot of people never read the Bible. You don't understand, probably, if you haven't, that a Christian pays his dues. Christian does what he has to get done. I understand I'm going to be in the system. I'm going to be in the system well until after I die. The state of Texas is going to be wanting money from me regardless. And if I don't get it to them when they want it, I am going to jail. Please believe that. Alright? I'm aware of this. That being said, none of that's really a factor. Because what's going to happen in my mentality is that I want to pay every cent that the state of Texas owes, that they say that I owe them. The reason for this is, yes, for one, is that they're going to arrest me if I don't. That is a very good incentive. But number two, and probably even way more importantly, it's the right thing to do. Not because the state of Texas somehow knows what's better for my daughter than me. Not even to say that her mother necessarily knows what's better for our daughter than me. And it's not to say that I know more than her. But Jesus himself said to submit to authority. For I am the reason that they are in authority. So not submitting to them is kind of like not submitting to my will. And so therefore, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to be late. They said they need this money. They're my authority. They will slam me in jail if I don't do it. So please believe that my intent is to pay every single cent that they say they want, exactly when they say they want it. If they summons me to show up to court, then I will be there. I'll be there early. If they ask me any sort of, because here's the thing, man, people have been giving me advice, like, just a couple people who I've let it be known, and they try to give me advice because divorce is everywhere, so it's everywhere, and everyone thinks they're experts on it, and they try to give me advice. The thing is, usually it's all awful, because here's the thing, my intent is to not ever say one bad thing about my wife in a court of law, or to ever um, legally attack her in any sense. That, in my opinion, would be disastrous and suicidal. So understand that going into this process, which I'm aware is going to be a long process, and I'll keep y'all updated. I'm not planning to say one word more than what is absolutely necessary, and that will include, hey, can I see my daughter, please? Alright, so nobody get it messed up. I should be seeing my daughter soon. That's what the law says. I'm not going to say, hey, this is the law and I deserve it. I'm just going to say, please, can I see my daughter soon? Which is what I would have said had the state of Texas not ever have been involved. Alright, and I would also like to let it be known that, you know what I'm saying, it didn't necessarily need to be included. This is why I didn't include them in the matter. I mean, this is just kind of hindsight. Technically, you could just be saying this is hearsay, but I would have given my wife money had she asked me for it. All right? So I just had to get that out of the way because also, you know what I'm saying, as a dude in my position, can't help but notice that when any female talks to me about this ever, I'm immediately a bad person and I better, you know what I'm saying, pay money to the state of Texas. And that's the only way to show that I love somebody or care about somebody is to pay the state of Texas immediately, as much as I can. And it gets very accusational, and I'm sure a lot of y'all already understand what it is I'm talking about. Alright, so know this. We're going to see what happens. This is my submission to the world of a fatherless America and figuring out, well, I mean, what exactly goes down? Because I got to imagine that this situation particularly happens rarely, in which a, a father will quietly and obediently go into court and pay whatever amount that they ask me to pay without stating my opinion ever. And while never in any any sort of way slandering my own wife, um, and not trying to use my child as a chess piece, which is most certainly the case in most cases, and also just not getting all excited, not saying one single word more than is necessary to not be arrested and also see my child. And we're going to see how good that works out here in the tribulation. All right, so stay tuned. This is August 12th. August 13th. It's my first day in court, and I'll probably update y'all on that. Anyways, I'm out. I'm out.